Yo,
What
what
it
it do?
do?
What it do?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, check this out.
Yeah.
We doing this a little different tonight. I'm finna moderate this thing for the first time. That boy Swift birthday tonight. He gonna come in a little later, but y'all already
Gang.
know how. Y'all already know what I do. Y'all know I'm finna
Virgo
let the.
gang.
Hey, I'm finna let everybody get these opinions out without getting cut off. If you don't want your favorite, if you don't want your artist all in the video, your CEO all in the video, come to
Yo, moderator out the
yeah,
video.
you don't want your moderator all in the video in the comments. Come to Brothers Vent 2. You know what I'm talking about. So look, we gonna start it out like this. This your boy T. I'm from in Atlanta, from Live, Mississippi. I'm on that Uncle Nearest. I'm at the bottom of it. And that's how we
Hey,
rocking tonight, man. What's up, E?
I'm E. I'm currently eating Doritos at the moment.
Boy.
Multi
Jay,
ass
Jay
niggas.
boy.
What's going on, y'all? It's Jay Ward repping the Philadelphia Eagles. The football season is upon us. I just want to wish my boys and everybody that's playing good luck. You know, no injuries, nobody suffering from the coronavirus. Also want to give a shout out to my LB, our moderator, Mr. Brandon Ward, on his birthday. Virgo season in full effect. So
Virgo gang.
shout out to all the Virgos out there.
Gang, gang.
Ain't nobody.
And shout out to Carson Wentz, about to play 18 games, no injuries, and then run the playoffs. Let's go.
Yeah.
What up? It's your boy Crowley, straight from the Jacktown. IBB King Virgo. You know, definitely I'm on that Diddy tonight. We're gonna be telling these folks, take that. In Virgo season, Virgo gang. And happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. Jesse Owens. His birthday on the same day as mine, baby. Let's go.
Real niggas born in January.
It's your boy Rob coming to you from Atlanta by way of Bolton, Mississippi. She got me here. I don't know what they got planned, but they got me here for my birthday. It's coming on Sunday. Got the little man in the side, so I got me some sangrias I'm drinking on tonight. Is going down.
Virgo season is in full of baby.
Virgo
We got
season.
Brandon's today, mine's tomorrow, yours Sunday. Let's go. And then Jay Ward's next Sunday. Hey, turn.
It's your boy CJB here, finishing the cash style. I'm on this mineral water today, so I'm about to be chilling and shit right now.
Okay.
Getting wet in the city.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Mineral water about $8 a bottle, ain't it?
Listen,
Buy one, get one free at Publix.
listen.
Oh,
All right, man.
excuse
So-
me, I broke ass.
All right, I'm already gonna mute. Hey, here it is. Mute E real quick. You know what I'm talking about?
Straight up.
All right, the first topic for tonight, we're gonna get into it. I know the bros really wanted to touch on this, and a lot of people say that men have a lot of transgressions due to their past relationships. So tonight we want to talk about the trauma from past relationships from your side of the fence. So the bros, which one of y'all want to start it off? Let's kick it. Let's get right into it, man. Nobody gonna be the voice of reason. Okay, then. Crow. No. Okay, CJB, go ahead. Turn it.
Crow usually go last, but I'll go ahead and jump in. Having trauma from a previous relationship is real, especially from a man's perspective, because if you dealt with some terrible things in a previous relationship, you're more than likely going to be on the defensive when you're in a new relationship. So different traumas, man, it's something that's common, and it's something that's not talked about within men, because we supposed to man up and we're men, we supposed to take these licks, but we can't act like when we leave a relationship, we're going to be on the defensive when we meet somebody else. That's why it's in my opinion, men usually it takes men harder to trust someone. Women are more welcoming and they are more open to trust somebody. Men, on the other hand, it's going to take us a while. and you can wrap that to previous experiences, and you can wrap that to just the nature of men.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Sheila said define trauma for those in the back. So
I got it.
okay, Crow, how would you define trauma, bro?
I'm gonna just read you a definition of trauma from the social work book: an injury to the body or psyche by some type of shock, violence, or unanticipated situation.
All right.
Symptom. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna say this though. Symptoms of psychological trauma includes numbness of feelings, withdrawal, helplessness, depression, anxiety, and fear.
Bet.
Let's continue, my brothers.
Already. Jay Ward, you looking like you got something to get out your chest. Let's get it.
All right. So first, great definition, Crow. Thanks for that. I was going to say that I never personally, on a personal level, felt much trauma from an ex, but I will say that my freshman year in college, and I know a lot of people say that you're so young, so you couldn't have really experienced real love. So a lot of people feel like if you can't really experience real love at a young age, then you can't really experience the trauma from that breakup. But I think a lot of people really can be, heartbroken in high school or early years in college. And, it really holds a lot of weight down the road. I was with my ex. I 100% fell in love with her like instantly almost, and was fully invested in her, faithful, all that good stuff. And we broke up that summer, and I didn't know why. And then, she told me a reason I can't even remember. But then she later came back to tell me that it was because she wanted to sort some things out with her ex, which, I appreciate that. But then I would have rathered that honesty to begin with. And then I would have rathered her not get into a relationship with me if she still was going through feelings from being with an ex. And it did cause me to have trust issues and not want to go into things. And like Crowley just said, one of the effects of trauma is that fear. And it was fear of going through that again. So I did become, pretty not guarded or closed off, but I was just not willing to take that jump. But I will say this, and I know y'all gonna say it's cap, so whatever, E. Just because you've gone through some trauma, that does not give you an excuse to go and do whatever the hell you want to do and blame it on that. If you want to do what you want to do, just own it that I want to go out here and sow my oats, so I want to go out here and experience life and date or have sex with multiple people. Don't blame it on, well, I've been hurt. I'm emotionally scarred. You can't blame that. That's an excuse. You can't use that hurt that you suffered from a relationship as a crutch or an excuse for you to go and mistreat people and break other hearts and cause them trauma just because you've gone through that.
I would like to debate that point.
Me too. I would.
It's not your turn to talk.
Most of the time, you have people that are that have been sexually abused, right? They go out and develop another type of lifestyle because of
We're not talking about sexual abuse, E.
What are you
Not
talking
right.
about?
I'm saying though, it's the same principle, right? They still use sex as a coping.
Listen.
I'm talking about dogging women out because you using that as an excuse. I've been hurt, so that's why I can't love you. That's why I got 27 women. That's not the same thing as being sexually abused.
Listen, I'm running the show tonight. This is how we gonna do this. You feel me? One person gonna talk at a time. I'm gonna let y'all get what y'all want to get off. But just cause it's Swift's birthday, it's my show tonight. So we all right. All right, man. Go ahead, E. Go ahead, man. I'll just mess with y'all.
All right. What I'm saying, everybody that's voting for me to get muted, you know what? I just shake my head. Look at the comments. They just happy I got muted. Anyway, what I'm saying is, can there be? You can have those traumas like Jay Ward was saying that he doesn't, that he disagrees with. It is possible. Some men use sex as a coping mechanism to, deal with their demons. You know what I'm saying? It is very, very possible. Just like how some people go to drinking, some people turn to drugs, some people they do something to keep themselves busy, or either something that's somewhat relatable to that line.
Disruptive behavior
In this space. So what, Crowley?
It's called destructive behavior.
Yes.
Trauma can definitely lead to destructive behavior.
See that? Jay Ward, he a professional. You can't argue with him. Anyway, so you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own different ways of dealing with things. Now, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I just went home, read me a good book, you know what I'm saying, drank me some wine, and I just let things go, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's what you have to do. You have to elevate yourself above the situation and become a better person than what you had experienced.
All
All right, Crow,
So-
take elaborate
All right.
for him, Crow.
Let me go ahead and tell y'all, trauma is real from relationships with a male or female. So story time, as you all would like to say, Crowley with his story time. So what a lot of you all didn't know was Crowley entered Jackson State already with a deep black ass hole in his heart. So just before I came to Jackson State, I ended a relationship in high school, and I was so hurt by having that missing, that missing link of my mom. So I was out there, dealing with a lot of different women towards the end of high school. So I paused for a moment, took a break, found this young lady after pausing for a couple of months, thought I was all right, said I was going to sit my ass down, do how my mama taught me. You know what I'm saying? Be faithful to that woman. You know what I'm saying? Do right by her. So she was at Hines. I was at Jackson State freshman year. So, drive back forth, yada, yada, yada. Take a pick up to Walmart, all that good stuff. So being on my faithfulness and stuff, hey, she end up cheating on your boy. Real shit, man enough to say that. But I forgave her because, hey, I watched, people in my family, they're strong. You work on it. You know what I'm saying? You try to work through it and you keep pushing through. So forgave. And hey, some end up happening again. So her sister in between this, had been dropping me dimes low key on this, like my sister ain't no good. You need somebody who's better than this, that, and the other. So like I said, I pushed past all that at first. So all of a sudden, her sister ended up calling me and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I think she dipped off a buddy again. Come take me to Walmart. Cool. I go pick her sister up. Her sister in my ear. Hurt people, do some hurt shit. So, I slept with her sister. That opened up the door for what you
I hope she ain't watching this.
Gang.
Live your truth. Live your truth.
Straight up gang.
So honestly, so after that, shit blew up, shit hit the fan, family got involved, their family got involved or what have you. But what y'all got at Jackson State was somebody who already had a deep hole, who further put himself deeper in his own hole by going after a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I own up to that part right there. And so I was just on a destructive path for just kind of like, fuck it, like on some real stuff. And forgive me for those who say cussing makes you sound ignorant. But hey, some of the most intellectual people cuss. But I was really on some fuck it type shit and some, just didn't care. I wasn't getting my heart up because the piece of it that I did have, it was already blackened out. So, hey, that's what you got. That trauma from that relationship just caused me really not to go into no real relationships for some years, on some real shit for some years. I was on some destructive ass shit and y'all know it.
So why? Okay, so you think that's?
I know. Listen to me. From my mom to her, to me being faithful to her, and then just finding out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I really had cut off a lot of. You know what I'm saying? Like
what I'm saying is you probably hurt a lot of good people along the way.
Yeah, I know I did. Oh, I tore up. Remember, I apologized a couple of episodes ago for hurting some folks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, like I told y'all, therapy real. Some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So, reflecting back and reviewing, I was stuck in that hurt. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't giving nobody no chance. I ain't give a fuck how good you were or whatever. You know, I was just like I said, heart was already a piece was already gone in my mind, like from my mom. And then all of a sudden, this female, after I cut off my high school sweetheart and all them, I allow this female in my space, and this shit happened. So shit, I was on a war path in my mind, on some dark ass. I was in a war, and I didn't even know I was in a war psychologically because I was withdrawn, depressed, as all that shit said. Truly, I was.
Okay. Well, I just want you to, like somebody said in the comments that you probably need to apologize to some of these people, man. You know. But,
I did.
Yeah.
Like I said, and not to throw myself under the bus. That's why I did it kind of. And I know everybody don't watch this show, but on some, shit, I'll be mailing shit out for a minute. I'll just say that much.
Okay. Well, let's hit these comments real quick, and we're gonna let my LB wrap us up. Let's see. Nah, we ain't gonna say that one. Too bugger. Cussing can be empowering. Nah, I ain't really feeling none of this. Y'all lame. It is what it is. Sorry. Pro, they all on your head for smashing the sister.
Hey.
You know.
Bro, you did what you had to do.
Hey, I'm gonna be real, y'all. Yeah.
Somebody said keep yourself busy with a toy, not a person. A friend said play with the. Oh my God!
Ain't nobody trying to buy no artificial bottle.
Listen, yeah, it is what it is. All right, hold on. One thing I want to say about my LB, he's in Atlanta, supposed to be over here right now. I bought some Crown Apple for him.
Hey, it ain't my fault, man. It is not my fault.
All right,
it ain't my fault. I'm talking loud enough so somebody can hear what I'm saying. It ain't my fault.
All right, go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob. What you think about this trauma, man?
All right, so a lot of people have heard about, people lying on guys saying that they're the father of a child. I think that's one of the most hurtful things you can do to a guy. That happened to me. And so with that happening to me, that caused me to have less trust in most women because someone was able to lie to me straight to my face for years until I actually found out the truth. And so what I will say is whenever men bring up the hurt that they've gone through, a lot of women will wave it off as if we're supposed to man up and deal with it. But a lot of men don't know how to deal with this trauma. They don't understand it because we've been told to kind of wave it off, put it underneath and keep going. So what I would say to the men listening is to get you one confidant, some guy, or just go to therapy. But every guy should have someone outside of their therapist, if they don't have one, somebody they can go to and they can shoot it straight with. Just one person, somebody they can shoot it straight with. Because I'm going to tell you, most people, whenever men talk about the trauma they've been through, most people will wave it off because they don't understand it. I don't think any woman would understand someone lying on them about them being the father of a child and them not being the father. I'm pretty sure most men can understand that hurt. They can understand that trauma. Most people can understand being cheated on because I think most people have been cheated on and gone through that trauma. But a lot of men have dealt with trauma in their life, and it has been compacted by a woman in their life, either lying on them or either abusing them or either doing something crazy that's caused or pushed them to the brink of them acting out of character. And so you have to be able to approach it, say it out loud what it is, and then meet it head on in order for you to deal with it. Because for me, I dealt with this as far as me just not trusting anyone for years. And it will cause you to be extremely self-destructive because you don't know how to deal with the hurt. You don't know how to deal with the pain. And so the only thing you know how to do is to shut all your feelings off. Once you shut your feelings off, you're a psychopath. You basically just running through people, to tell you the truth. Once you have no feelings, you have no filter. You have no conscience. you have nothing. So you can basically run through people,
Might have a little bit of
and you
stamina.
won't even
Might have a little bit.
you won't even care. And so when someone gets like that, that's a problem. And so you got to deal with that.
You numb like on some real ass shit.
Once you become numb, I'm telling you, that's the worst type of person you can be because you don't care. It's bad.
I was so numb at Jackson State, like y'all don't even understand. Like since we really been, y'all met a real numb ass Marcus Crowley at Jackson State. Like I was in a deep dark ass place, and y'all couldn't even tell.
Crowley, this is episode 23. You've been saying how good a guy you was at Jackson State. Now you talking about you gotta keep it going, bro.
I've never said I was a good guy.
Oh my God.
I was a good guy.
Well, look,
it's okay for you to be hurt. It's okay for you to say you're hurt. It's okay for you to feel it. That's what we have to get accustomed to. We have to get accustomed to actually feeling the hurt, dealing with the hurt, and then figuring out how to fix it. Because if you just heartless out here, that is a problem. I'm telling you. And it always comes back to you.
Well,
whatever you put out in the space, it comes back to you always.
I'm just glad that y'all actually telling the truth tonight. I guess it take me to be in the leader position for y'all to actually be honest and open. CJB, you looking like you got something. Hey, I already knew what time it was. I went and got the cut. I knew it. CJB, you got something you want to say real quick or what? Are you good?
Man, I just want to speak on what Rob previously said. Like, man, that's heavy, bro. Like, you find out a kid that was yours is not yours. The first reaction is violence. Like, for real. And you don't even have to be a violent person. That's just the first reaction. But my thing is, as far as trauma, it's like every man dealt with some trauma, whether it was like a low level type of trauma or it was a high level trauma, like what Rob said he went through. And man, that shit ain't easy to deal with. Like, I feel like everybody in this whole dating game have dealt with some trauma. So that's why you see a lot of people get finessed. And like Jay Ward said, it ain't right, but shit, the game is a game. Like you gotta pay attention to who you're dealing with and understand the risk before you lay down with this person. Because it's just the world we live in right now.
But
I know. Yeah, what you been saying? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, how do you know what you want if you don't sample? You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't have no problem.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't have. Hold on, I didn't say you can't sample. You can sample.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have to figure out, like, if this person is for you. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you could really be into somebody and then you have sex with them and then you just be like, well, it's a way to sample, the different flavors without being disrespectful and grimy.
And
take that from me, right? As long as you get your points, you don't have to be disrespectful and treat women like shit or women treat men like shit. Just drag them through the mud because you're hurt. Like you can't. That ain't fair to that person, but that happens.
I'm just talking about like strictly just having sex with somebody.
All right, listen. All right, so I'm gonna be real with y'all. I told y'all.
Hurry up, man.
All right, I'm gonna hurry up. I'm
on to the next one. Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all a good vent. So the difference between the sample and I guess being kind of wild out here. So the sample is you seeing a young lady on the yard for quite a while, and then y'all finally touch bases and hey, y'all chill, y'all do the do, y'all, but you feel like nothing ain't happening after that. Cool. But you've seen her for a while, y'all converse for a minute, hey, how you doing? Being reckless out here is just you see him, whatever happened that night, keep it moving on to the next one. Whether that's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, repeat cycle.
Okay. Well,
Nope.
Let me close it, T. Let me close it. One statement.
Nope. It's over with. You ain't closing nothing tonight. I'm the moderator, but I'm gonna do it different because I gotta get this off. Y'all talking about the trauma and all this bad stuff. What about the trauma from past relationships where she was a soul snatcher, and now you ain't with the soul snatcher no more? That's real trauma. Now y'all don't want to tell the truth. That's the trauma.
What's
So
the
you
trauma
mean say,
again?
like, wait, so she was sucking niggas up. She
No.
got with you and stopped sucking.
No. I'm talking about the soul snatcher that you had, and now you know you're not with the soul snatcher no more. That's real
Okay,
trauma.
so
my bad,
you trying to
Crowley,
say
my
you want
bad,
somebody
Crowley.
that's exciting to somebody that's boring.
I don't know however you want to describe that, you know what I mean?
Basically, that's what he's saying. You was in love with that had you in love, and now she's gone away, and now the trauma behind it got you chasing up behind her and every other.
No, we ain't chasing behind it, but that's some real trauma.
You
We ain't chasing behind her, but
Well,
you know.
Hey, if you talking about she soul snatching,
Hey, hold on, let's go to the comments, man. Somebody's man, Malanza said somebody take his power, Lord. Somebody, okay, I got you, Jay Ward. Somebody said, what's a soul snatcher? So we go hit Jay Ward with this. I know he can answer that. What's the soul snatcher, Jay Ward?
All right. Well, I'll put my other post in the comments. A soul snatcher is that person who, not to be too vulgar, but she's going to be the best that you had sexually. Whether it's, you know, from the WAP to the throat, to the experimentation, to the all that. And it hurts to lose, you know, that from, you know, the people that you with, when you know, now you sitting up thinking like, is she putting that move on that dude? Because that's supposed to be for me. So I definitely understood what T was saying. But when a woman snatch your soul, she have you contemplating like, should I propose now? Should I leave these $40 on the table? Should I give her the keys to my car? Like when your soul been snatched, you know, because you really want to make a life decision based off of your soul being snatched. But not too many women have that power, so don't think that is everybody got it.
My line brother that shall not be named, that his birthday this weekend, he coined the phrase the gobble gobble throat throat. All right, man. Listen. We gonna move on to the next topic.
While juggling them balls.
Yeah. We gonna move on to the next topic, man.
Hey, before you go on, LB, I'll say this. The soul snatcher is usually someone that is terrible for you.
Exactly.
Terrible for you.
Oh, Jay Ward, you said women can't be toxic.
Soul snatchers can. Them goddesses. Them ain't women. They from another planet.
You gotta find that in between. Not saying that your current is not a soul snatcher, but that soul snatcher is probably someone that's gonna send you to hell.
Y'all gonna have a lot of women going out there
to send you to hell.
Snatcher.
You don't need that person in your life.
Listen.
That's literally the walking devil, and they're gonna send you to hell. So you don't need that person in your life.
Send you to hell.
Send you to hell.
All right, man.
All right, I'm done.
All right, listen. Next topic. Y'all got a little bit too carried away, man. I need y'all to act civilized while Swift not here, bro. I don't want him to watch
season, baby.
I don't want him to watch this back and be like, what the hell T up there doing? You know
what I'm saying? Gang, baby. Let's go.
All right, so okay, this next topic, let me introduce it like Swift would do.
Swift, this nigga manager.
The next topic tonight is a real good one that the brothers wanted to talk about. So, and a lot of the bros and a lot of women had asked the question: Do brothers or do the men stop their friends from cheating? Like, we actually condone our friends going out cheating on our spouses and things of that nature. So I would just like to get the opinions of the brothers. I'm Brandon Ward tonight. I just want to get the opinion of the brother.
First things first, I would like to say,
Hold on. Do the men, the topic is, do the men stop their friends from cheating?
Who gonna say it first?
Who wants to
Who gonna say it first?
I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I don't lie.
Okay.
Alpha Beta men don't cheat, so this is not us.
Exactly.
Right. Also, you know what I'm saying? I like to think of myself as a strong, black, educated male. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might not know I have another degree instead of just one. I have two, right? My other degree, I have a PhD in minding my fucking business. I don't see shit. I can't report it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Hold on. Let's let Corey bring us back now to speed, man.
I'm kind of gonna go on the lines of E. Like, you know, it was a tweet that went out that was real popular this week about a way to defend black women is to keep your friends from cheating on their girls. I think that is straight up bullshit. You can't tell no grown man what to do. Like, you can be like, bro, you got a good woman, blah, 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 don't cheat on her. But at the end of the day, that man is grown and he's going to do what he wants to do. And you probably won't even know about it. That's just how he's going to move. And that's that. I can tell you, look, bro, your woman good, she this, she that, blah, blah, blah. But if he wants to cheat, he's going to cheat. Just like women turn the other cheek when their cheating ass friends be cheating on their husbands. Ain't that right, Crow? Let's keep it buck. Let's keep it real. Like, at the end of the day, I can tell my homeboy hypothetically, because my homeboys don't cheat. But hypothetically, I can say, look, bro, you got a good woman, blah, blah, blah. I know y'all struggling, but I wouldn't do this. If he wants to cheat on his woman, he's going to do it regardless of the advice I give him. It ain't like I'm going to handcuff this man and make sure he don't cheat on his woman. That's not realistic. So he has to think for himself.
Don't hang around those type of guys.
Say what?
I said we don't hang around those types of gentlemen.
We definitely
yes,
don't.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Let's get to the comments real quick. We ain't touched the comments, you know.
Who like Jennings?
All right, so let's see. I thought y'all weren't gonna lie this episode. We're not lying. Alpha Beta men don't cheat. I don't know if you heard different, but no. Let's see. Corey is definitely the moral compass. Hey, you know, CJB, he do his thing. It's not the job to stop him, but you can advise and remind them if they have a good person what they're messing up. Anybody agree with Sheila?
I agree with you.
Where that degree comes in handy. You have to have a PhD.
I agree with you. Like, you know, we like put it this way. You know, you gonna peep some things when it comes to your homies and his relationships or whatever, and you gonna be like, "Hey, that's a good one you got." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And vice versa. You know, they tell you the same thing. And like Corey said, at the end of the day, grown folks gonna do what the fuck they want to do.
Okay.
Seriously. So whether it's a family member, because let's be real, a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, know uncles, daddies, aunties, sisters, whoever cheating around in the family, because we done seen them out and about with their little side thing. But we ain't. Are you saying something? That ain't your fucking business. Being real. Nobody happy home like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
And then at the same time, same thing with your partner. Your partner's homegirl gonna probably look at you crazy, talking about something. Why this nigga coming at me? Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So staying up out of people's shit really low key is the best thing. And sometimes learn lessons are the best lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Keith said when you get older, you and your friends are grown men raising families. So yeah, bro, don't cheat. Don't let your dick run your life.
Oh,
mind your business.
real shit.
That's also important too, though. That's also important.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
This head to the other.
you know, but it as a grown ass man who's married, that ain't nobody's job but him to police himself. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all remember that comedian that came around was like, I think he was like when he around his wife, he was like, hey, such. Then next thing you know, he was like, where them hoes at when his wife went around? You can't control the fucking man.
All right. Hold
That's
on.
real, Jay Ward.
Hold
That's
on.
real.
Hold on. Before we get this thing all the way live, Rob, I gotta let you go real quick. I'm gonna take you out because
Man.
we got the Yeah. We got Brandon Yee in the building.
The bottom feeder.
We got Brandon Yee in the building. It's Swift's birthday. The rumor report.
Touch your ass.
Virgo season is official, baby.
Hey,
That nigga drew his goatee on before he got online.
Boy, I'm supposed to nappy head ass, boy, your nappy head ass, your fake.
I was supposed to get a haircut today, man. My barber went to the ER, Drew.
look, man, everybody in the comments tell Swift happy birthday and let them know how good a job I've been doing.
Oh hell, what happened?
Tell Swift, you know what I'm saying, happy birthday, man. You know.
So I want to say thank you to everyone, all the happy birthday wishes. I am going to, if you told me happy birthday on my wall, trust me, I am going to get to you. Thank you to everyone that's telling me happy birthday in the comments. Hopefully T ain't shut the damn show down and got us niched by Facebook. I'm hoping. It's my grandma.
We about to get banned, boy.
I hope not. But like I said, I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm about to I just had to drop in for a quick second. I'm about to get back out here in these Houston streets. Probably.
It's a pandemic, boy.
It's my birthday. Fuck that. I'm turning up.
And listen, your grandma might
be Virgo season, baby.
Hey, I think Swift grandma knew going on tonight. Your grandma didn't even try to speak to me tonight, Swift.
Grandma, I'm sorry. Is grandma on?
Nah, she ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Dang.
Low key, really with she about to get in these streets with Swift, low key.
I feel less. All right, man.
Anyway, moving on next subject.
Yeah, we go. All right, Swift, man. Appreciate
go back to the comments, man.
Yeah,
man. Birthday,
happy birthday, LB.
Bring my line brother back in. Somebody got some sense. For real. All right. Jay Ward. Do men stop their friends from cheating? Tell the truth. So help you God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I just want to, like, somebody sent me and said that women help their friends cheat way more than men do, but that's a different topic. Y'all can address that in the comments. Like everybody else is saying, you're grown. But let me say that not stopping them from cheating does not mean condoning. All right, because at the end of the day, you still love your boy, especially if this is your close friend and y'all brothers. And you just don't want to, like, hey, look, bro, I ain't gonna check you in the middle of it, or if you come to me about the decision beforehand, I offer you words of wisdom. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be loyal to my brother, and hopefully we can work out whatever he has going on beforehand. Like Corey said, we can offer advice, but I'm also not going to help him cheat. Meaning, like, I'm not going to be, hey, yeah, you can drive my truck if you need to, or you can use my spot. I'm also not going to throw him under the bus, though, because he might have been having, and I'm just being completely honest, because he say we don't be honest, but I'm being completely honest. He may be having a lapse in judgment right then, or he truly may be trying to move on, and it's something that's not reconcilable. So I'm not going to throw him under the bus and call his girl like, hey, this nigga out here cheating. Like, I wouldn't do anything like that. I have been in a situation where I've been called and it's like, was he with you? Yeah, he was with me. I'm just going to do that. Especially when we were younger, and that's what I was going to hit on with that trauma. We've all grown so much since we were younger. On the other side of, kind of like what Crow was saying, you're not going to know much about my relationship because I'm not going to run and tell you what's going on inside of my house. The same reason why I wouldn't tell my mama or my sister, because then that's going to make it awkward whenever my girl's around my homeboy, because I done told them too much of what goes on inside of our house. So, you know, I keep that business inside, and at no point would I ever let my friend be grimy. Like, you know, oh man, so like, you know, not to jump on Crow, but with the sister, I probably would have been like, yeah, man, you probably shouldn't hit the sister, man. You know, find you somebody else to hit. But you know, again, you know, we were young and we were, you know, trying to find our way, and now we know better, so we definitely try to do better.
But to be honest, Jay Ward, let's be real. Sometimes when we doing our dirt, we ain't gonna tell our homies. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we already doing dirt. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't go shit, you know, run my mouth and be like, yo, this, that, and the other. That's just like when I was back in the day dealing with the married women. That's why I ain't on no August Alston shit. You ain't gonna hear me in no shit. You know what I'm saying, with no married women, because shit, I ain't run my mouth on that shit. You know,
that also tells the group of fellas that you're around that you wouldn't say that. That tells the type of group that you in, because you would feel guilty saying that around the fellas that you're around. That tells a lot about your homies.
Yeah, I hang out, you know, I run with a rough crowd, but they some upstanding guys, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you outstanding alpha beta men. I'm talking about the gentleman that I grew up with during this time, because that was freshman year before I became alpha beta man, you know.
Okay.
So definitely.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm glad y'all really touched on that, because people be lying, man, and you know, it's about time that we actually tell the truth tonight, man. So anybody need to get something off their chest before we move to the next topic?
I would just like to say something, right? Even though I mind my business, ain't shit people won't forever be ain't shit people. Stop ignoring the signs. They already there. You just be trying to give them a pass, you know what I'm saying? The signs are there. Stop ignoring that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure.
The truth gonna eventually come out, whether the person you deal with is ain't shit, but he is. They go for men and for women. You know?
All right. Well, we're gonna get to the next topic. Let me take this one on down. You dig? The hold on, say what? And of course, I don't have the topic tonight. I put it in the comments for everybody to you know, let us know what they want us to hit on real quick. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this. So the first nah, we're not gonna hit the August out. The first one I saw.
No, he fucked up the name.
Okay. Listen, the first topic was Dr. Dre wife wanting all that money a month. So do anybody want to speak for the brothers on this topic?
Why she need $2 million a month? That's the crazy part to me.
Seems greedy to me.
$2 million a month in spousal support. What are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you
Rich
doing?
people, bro, if we really knew how rich people live, we would riot in the streets right now. If we really know how they live, like, brother, you know there is a such thing as like $1,000 candle. Like rich people just buy 20 of those bitches like it ain't nothing. Like they live like that. I hate to say it.
But you know,
the thing about Dr.
Dre, one of the weird states though. So like, if you get in California, I think if it's like if you with somebody for 10 years, you automatically get half. You know what I'm saying?
I think Dre had.
But this
Dre had a
prenup.
prenup anyway.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna fight for that. They're gonna fight to the death about that.
Yeah,
because a prenup is a prenup.
Right.
I think he should give us some spousal support.
Hey, let me say this too. Hey, let me say this real quick. I think it is a misconception about it. From what I'm hearing, that woman is a lawyer and she helped orchestrate that Beats by Dre deal. And if that's the case, then she deserves what she's asking, because Dr. Dre wasn't that rich when they got together. He was rich, but he wasn't like almost a billionaire rich. So if she has something to do with the deal, that should be documented. That should be documented. Oh, well, if that's not true, you know, but I did hear something about that.
Nah. That's definitely not true. And we ain't finna let her skate. She talking about she need $2 million or something for charity and entertainment.
$700,000 for activities.
Yeah, like entertainment. Anybody else want to touch on that? Cause I still got some more in these comments. Y'all straight? We pretty much on that. Okay, cool. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da.
Damn.
Oh, the
That's a-
booing at the game last night for football. At the football game, the booing. Anybody want to hit that real quick for us on the hold on? Say
that
what?
was the blatant. That lets you know that it was never about the flag. It wasn't a flag
We
involved.
already knew that.
Yeah.
That's the most cut and dry as you can paint a picture. It's nothing but teams locking arms to show unity. That's it. It's just like what Ryan Clark had said. It's not even about that. You can protest. You can support breast cancer. You can support AIDS. You can support autism. You can support being against domestic violence. All that shit. Everybody gonna do this in the stands, clap and praise. The minute you stand up for black people, that's when they got a problem. Every fucking time, every single fucking time, and it keeps on happening. And
Bro,
What
you got? What you got, bro?
Y'all knew the NFL is a good boy networking system from the jump. That's fact. So why did you all expect anything different from their hardcore fans? True enough, the players need a job, and I understand, their stance and needing to feed their family. But us who are African American Black fans, we definitely can make the impact by not playing in these fantasy leagues, buying jerseys this year, and supporting, really supporting the cause and showing them how much the mighty dollar we spend to the NFL, because that good boy network of those owners, that's it's not gonna bother them. They're gonna continue to see mainstream money from advertisement. So we really got to show them in a different way. So why do we expect anything different from their hardcore fans? I didn't watch the game, but
because it's not
Our
enough.
money ain't.
We have enough people in that time.
Our money is not making a big dent into the NFL. If you look at the games, it ain't a lot of black people that attend those games. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, those are majority white people that go to those games. A lot of black people ain't out there tailgating, paying their stadium fees. Those are mostly white people. Like, most of us watch the game on TV. We don't spend that money to go to those games. But if you look at the breakdown of the NFL, like 15% of their money come from ticket revenue anyway. The bulk of their money comes from their table deals with and their sponsorships. And
well, that means we need to turn the TVs on Sunday then. Like, seriously.
All good. Listen, we gonna wrap this on. Hold on, say what now up. The last one that I saw was Tory sending a text message to Megan. We're not gonna get into deep about the Tory Meg situation, but what do y'all think about him sending the text message to Megan apologizing? Rod, we ain't heard from you in a sec.
Man, if you act like that when you drink, you don't ever need to drink a day in your life. And honestly, he probably was genuinely sorry when he sent that text message. That still doesn't excuse what he did. That still doesn't excuse the harm that he caused. And it doesn't explain anything. If you act like that when you drink, you never need to drink. You need to go to AA. You need to get some help. It's trash, man. Like I said, he probably was genuinely sorry. It doesn't matter at this point. That's still trash. If you feel like you need to cause harm to somebody when you drink, you never need to drink again. Period. That's trash, man. Trash.
First off, when you go to a weapon, when you drunk, G, you definitely weak. And then against a female,
Trash,
and not
man.
to say that a female don't have strength, but G, I wasn't even about to speak up, but Rob, you definitely, like, dude, I don't even know Buddy. Like, don't know Buddy from in the world. Don't give a fuck about Buddy because I don't know Buddy. But if I had a homie on some shit like that, like, I couldn't even call him a homie after that, after I check his ass and let him know how foul he was for some weak ass. You can't even blame alcohol for that, G.
That's trash, man.
You just a scary ass, weak ass, punk ass nigga when somebody probably raised their voice at you or get on your ass. You used to reaching for your punk ass gun. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? That's on some real ass shit.
Tory
We
Lanez
guys-
got little man syndrome. That man
Yeah.
is
Man, the
5'3",
niggas can't
above
fight.
30.
Listen, you one thing you're not gonna do is talk about the short bruh. That's not what you're gonna do. You're not gonna talk about the short bruh, bro.
6 feet in the mud.
Hey, I think it's embarrassing. I think
Go
it's
ahead, Jay
embarrassing.
Ward.
I think it's embarrassing. I think he should serve jail time because what if his aim would have been a little bit better? He could have paralyzed her or killed her. I don't think Tory is taking it as serious because she's back up and moving and things like that, and he didn't seriously injure her. But like, bro, if you would have been a couple
With a deadly
of inches, right? Like if you would have been a couple of inches higher, you could have killed her or paralyzed her. Like, man, there's no laughing matter. I think he should definitely serve jail time.
Man.
It's people with DUIs who that was their first time drinking, and I mean, I know I've gotten behind the wheel before myself after too much to drink, and I just thank God for covering me. But man, like, he definitely needs to go to jail for that. Like, that was a serious crime that he committed, and I think the people should be as adamant about removing his music from the radio as they have been about removing R. Kelly's music from the radio.
I agree with that.
He definitely gonna serve some time. Definitely serve some time.
But not here though.
He a felon with a
Don't
he
they
a
get-
felon. He was a
get
felon, bro. He carrying a pistol and he's a felon. Like, he's gonna serve something.
He might got enough money to beat that motherfucker. He gonna go broke.
Nah, man. The
Nah,
only reason he ain't been arrested is because Meg is not cooperating with the authority. That's the only reason why he ain't been arrested yet.
See,
He's not cooperating.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only reason why.
All right, anybody need to wrap us up or anybody got something they need to say because they talking about I've been cutting y'all off all night. I ain't really trying to hear that. Listen, Swift is not running this tonight, man. I've been telling y'all for 15 episodes, we not finna stay on here for 2 hours. I've been telling y'all this for 15 episodes or so. Like, look, we gonna run through it. So anybody need to touch on this before we move on to the next topic?
big man, you cool with the oppressor? Huh? You like oppressing the black man when he's trying to win. You got deep-rooted hatred in your heart, son.
Nah, bro. I just like when y'all actually tell the truth. And, when y'all lying, the show be long. But when y'all telling the truth, it's concise and to the point, man. I just love it.
That nigga treated this show like he's speed dating. Goddamn, he ran.
All right, listen.
Do that.
Listen, somebody said that Megan. Never mind, I can't say that. We're gonna get canceled. So it is what it is. The next topic that we wanted to talk about. My laptop acted up. Hold on. Anybody remember the next topic? I don't remember.
Eddie Riley, men, love.
Okay. Can
Love
y'all
and
see?
deeper.
Oh, Love and Deeper. That's right. I can't see y'all. Hope y'all can see me. It is
We
what
can
it
see
is.
you.
Cool. I got to go off the whim. Men loving deeper. The topic for tonight in my Swift voice is meme came up this. Chill, man. Stop. Look, a meme came up this week about how men actually love women deeper than women love men, and I know that this is something new that people have not really grasped or took a hold of, because most of the time when you think about loving deeply, you think about Angela Bassett cutting the car on fire and blowing up stuff and all these trauma movies about these women loving men. But let's talk about how men actually love women deeper. Do you all agree or disagree that men actually love women deeper? Who wants to talk about this first?
Man, cut it
That
out.
nigga Swift, man. That nigga way Swift. That nigga crazy. Hey, look. Bro, hey, Swift said you not coming. You gotta allow back on, bro. You done lost your job.
T, somebody say T. Mr. Moan said define that construct.
Define the construct. Oh, well, as far as I don't really understand what's not to understand about this. We are talking about men loving women deeply and securely. Again, most time when you think about loving deeply, you think about women loving deeply, being hurt, taking men back. after having outside babies and things of that nature. But now we are here to talk about how men actually love women more than women love men. What do you guys think?
All right, T, I'll go. I'll try to reel us in on this one.
Shit.
I think the premise of the question. I think the premise of the question is: once a man loves someone, do they love harder than women?
Yes.
And if I had to answer the question, I would say it's probably a tie. But I do think men are slower to love because they do. Once a man is deeply in love with you, it's final for them. Like, this is the person who I'm willing to be with for the rest of my life. I think that's why a man is slower to give that deeper level of love, because they know that once I love you this hard, if this love does not work, it's gonna be hard for me to shake back. And I think that a lot of times that once a man who truly loved a woman is hurt by said woman, that it hurts them a lot harder than when a woman truly loves a man and that man breaks her heart. And we can go back to what Crow was saying earlier, how that defined him. And I've seen women really shake back, and they get their revenge body. They go out on the town. A lot of women live by the best way to get over a man is to get under another one. Which I don't think is nothing wrong with that. Do what you do, you grown. And so I think that women can shake back from a heartbreak a lot quicker than a man can. And I think that's because usually with that man, like, he really risked it all. Like, he put everything on the table if he's at that point where he's deeply in love with you. He put everything on the table. That means he really cut off everyone that he was talking to in order to be with you, because he's deeply in love with you. And I think that's why a lot of men are slower to get married, because they feel like, hey, once I reach that moment, that's it. Like, I'm here forever. We're going to always be together. And I think that, I saw a meme circulating this week also, is that, women always got, 2 replacements in their phones for you already. Like, they can always have, that they already got in mind, like, if this goes south, that next person up. But when a man is truly deeply in love, like, he's 100% invested in, and a lot of men never shake back from that. I actually have 2 uncles who passed away from that. Like, they broke up with a woman and they never could shake back from that. And so I do, see the premise behind the question. I can't say if it's a women love harder, men love deeper. I can't really say that. But in my experience, I do think that it's harder for a man to shake back from that deep heartbreak from loving so deeply than it is for a woman.
Okay. All right. Who want to touch on it behind
Hey, I'll go next, man.
Go ahead, Rob.
Give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna read something that I saw on Facebook.
I don't know about that, but go ahead.
It was written. It was typed up by a woman, and it's extremely accurate. So hold on. Why do men love more deeply than women? Men understand that love takes time. Men do not base their love off of the way that a woman makes them feel. Men do not allow romance to dictate their decision making on the spouse. Men understand what love truly is. Romance isn't love. Date nights, vacations, trips aren't expressions of love. They're perks of companionship. Women take the perks and think they are in love because they're basing their love off pseudo actions. To build a foundation of love, you have to first get past the companionship stage. Love should never be based on the perks of the relationship. Once the perks stop, the love stops. And so I read that, man, and I was like, whew. So when men love, like, I don't love a woman based off what she did for me. What the love stands by itself, which is why, regardless of how a woman has pissed us off, regardless of how much a woman has, hurt us, regardless of how much a woman's done this and this and that, the man's love is going to still be there. So we don't have to go on extravagant trips. We don't have to get a whole bunch of gifts. You don't have to take us out on dates. Our love is going to be there outside of how that woman feels for us. And so for men, whenever we actually love a woman, It's not based on what she's doing for us. It's based off how we feel for her, and it stands by itself. For a woman, you know, you take her on some trips, you know, you show her off on social media, you know, you buy her this nice ring, you know, you have the wedding, you know, you do this and do that, and a lot of women base their love off of that. And for men, it's not that way, which is why when it's time for us to have a birthday or for an anniversary, we don't really care what kind of gifts we get because we're going to love that woman regardless of what she give up. And so that's why I believe that men love deeper than women, because our love stands alone. It doesn't matter what this woman's doing. It doesn't matter what she's giving us. We're going to love that woman regardless.
Bro, y'all tripping. Y'all missing the whole part of the conversation. It's really simple. It's just this, right? Men love women harder because, number one, women are more forgiving. How many times y'all have seen a woman go back to the same nigga that was cheating on her, right? How many times do you see a nigga go back to a woman that's cheating on him?
Okay.
This is my view on it. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas still trying to be dogs because of what happened when they were 16 years old. They ain't got over that shit.
Go ahead, Corey. I'll be next.
I think women love deeper than men do. And why I say this, hold on, let me make my point. While I say this,
look at Jay Ward.
So if we're talking, right, say for instance, you find out that if a man finds out his old lady cheated on him, 9 times out of 10, that man is going to leave their relationship, right? If a woman, on the other hand, she finds out her man cheated on her, more than likely, in some cases now, ladies, don't jump on me. In some cases, she's going to take that man back because she loves him. So I feel like we can't say we love women deeper just off of that alone. That's my opinion.
All right, can I go now?
Yeah, you can go, Crow.
Corey, I'm about to dispute you, my sir. I'm gonna take you back to old Crowley. I had plenty of husbands to call me, G. Because why? Because their wives left those cell phones out. You remember those old Nokias and all that back in the day? Wait, and I still see them to this day, Corey. And they're holding hands, Corey, because those men love deeply, son. Deeply, son.
You just don't hear about it because men don't get on social media and talk about it.
I'm going to go back to
I didn't say all
I just wanted to clear your foolishness up with that right there since you was on your Jay Ward. So don't think that men are not staying with these women. Please believe these women who are definitely, and I know it's probably a whole bunch of women over here like, yeah, we forgive that. No, y'all trifling ass be in these streets. Because y'all be in these streets with Crowley. So, with that being said, if y'all not with Crowley, y'all with Crowley homies. I know I'm Crowley. But with that being said, y'all know that these husbands are forgiving y'all for having these work husbands, for going to sleep around doing homecoming. And they know y'all being buzzed down doing homecoming. Let's be real about it.
Whoa. Now, hold on.
No, it ain't no whoa. It's lying. Let's be real.
You know what? You can do it. No. You know what? Hold on. Be quiet. God damn it. Hold on. Listen. Crowley, I'm gonna let you get it off. You know why? Because this T running show tonight, you can say what you want to say. I ain't gonna read out the rest of the night. I ain't gonna read out the rest of the night. Let's go.
So let's be real. So after these women come down for homecoming, because somebody slid in their DMs and they ain't let these husbands see. Because let's be real, if you really was deeply in love, you wouldn't have a separate Facebook page, a separate IG, because you as one. You can frown and flinch. All men and women can frown and flinch. You as one. There shouldn't be no reason. Whatever slide in your DM, your husband and wife should be able to see that shit. You are as one. Let's continue. But we talking about men loving deeply. we're gonna take it back to animal instinct. We are mammals, and if you look at probably 90% of mammals, they are territorial. From the lions to the whales, they are territorial once they mate. That is their female. Anybody that come around, they acting a fool. Now if they lose her, then it's a problem. Think about all these men who've been deeply in love, and that's why we got all these fatal attraction shows and all that foolishness. Because love make you do some crazy shit. That is a deep ass drug. And men don't know how to handle love because we're not used to those emotions. That's why I say we love deeply. Because that's a
love, they be coochie like that.
Hold up, bro. Men ain't the only ones killing their spouses on that show now. They don't say that shit, man.
But
nah, bro. Nah, correct that.
Okay, I'll correct that. I'll definitely correct that. But at the same time, the thing we looking for, and I think Ron touched on it, we don't care about what you really doing for us. It's all about the support and loyalty. That's what make us love deeply. When you are supporting us, being that cheerleader, being loyal to us, you know that's all said. We can give a fuck less about trips and all that, you know, because we grinding hard. We want you by our side.
All right, let's hit these comments. You know, I gotta read them off the phone tonight. Let's see. Wait till you get a wife. Karma's gonna hit y'all. I don't know who she talking about, but she definitely ain't talking about me.
we get drinks together, so she hit me.
T. Harris said, and how dudes be cheating, and then when she cheats back, he's hurt as fuck. What anybody want to?
They're scared.
Yeah, she said that, you know, y'all be hurt when they cheat back, but you want to cheat all you want to.
Oh, that's that territorial shit. Come on now, what man want to know somebody that been in his yard? Let's be real. Been in his house.
I like that.
Look at Jay Ward. Jay Ward. He powering up.
With his phone. He charging his beard up.
What he doing?
Nobody don't know what the men want nobody doing.
Hold on. Lil Shay said men love deeper, but those egos are something serious. Meaning the male ego finds it difficult to forgive and move on like most women. This is generally speaking not an absolute truth. Women are just more forgiving. Men aren't. Fair assessment though, fellas. So she agreed with us for the most part.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
another alpha beta man. Oh,
exactly. And Black said we still talking about love. Hey, it is what it is. Black, we got to talk about this love, man. People want to know how the brothers feel, man. We got feelings too. Dang, we can't feel. And I think that is it. Jay Ward,
hey, T, let me say this, and this is from a message that I just got, and it's more something that E would say. And this is not me. I'm just reading this. This is women don't leave after they got cheated on because they need the stability that the man provides. That's not a Jay Ward statement. This is something that was said to me.
And I meant to touch on that, Jay Ward. No, I meant to touch on that. That's the real stuff. Women more so want to save face or don't want to hurt the kids. They always kind of find some reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like the kids. That's the reason. That's the reason. Until the shit just piles up. Like I say, a dude find out he like somebody that been in my refrigerator, my yard. Oh shit! Time to go.
Bro, the word you're looking for.
Is what?
Stupid.
Stupid. Okay. Elaborate.
The word you're looking for. Stupid.
Okay.
Stupid.
Okay. What about being stupid, bro? You gotta elaborate. You just can't say stupid and leave it there.
Listen. When you go say your vows and everything, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? That's how we hold marriage to a higher degree as far as when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? First you start going together, then you're dating, then you're courting, then y'all in a relationship, then you know what I'm saying, how you want to go all the way down. You feel me? When you get to marriage and those type of issues, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be taken to the next level. That means like we are supposed to be connected. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm connected to you, you know what I'm saying, on that level, and I find out you doing A, B, C, and all the other alphabets, of course I'm gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're in a relationship and not married, of course a man is going to be hurt. The man's gonna get scarred. He's gonna feel like he can't trust nobody. They're gonna set off a whole bunch of psychological issues within the male psyche. Does it happen for women? That can be debated, you know what I'm saying? Because it's natural for a woman to want to be nurturing, you know what I'm saying? So she's more so willing to forgive, as I was saying in the first part, where it's like, oh, okay, well, you just, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be like, you know, okay, you just a stupid ass nigga. You don't know no better. I can teach this time. I'm going to teach you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she's willing to forgive, because she's gonna be willing to like, okay, I'm going to maneuver myself this way this time. I'm gonna try it this way. But she's still completely ignoring the signs and not taking the accountability, right? So men are smarter in that aspect, right? We're gonna be like, all right, she did this. I might just come back and smash her for a while, but I'm not gonna be back in a relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? And
a lot of the women say that
they can't get over their hump because they feel like it was such a betrayal that they can't forgive. You know what I'm saying? If men were more forgiving, I would say it would be a tie. If one time a man fall in love with somebody and they break that shit, unless they got that fire, it ain't coming back.
Okay, so most of the women in the comments saying that, you know, they independent and they ain't got to put up with y'all shit. And anybody got any rebuttals to that?
Yeah, so stop putting on Facebook that you got cheated on. Then keep it to yourself and move on.
Woo. Either stop being a Dr. Dre wise and looking for the spousal support if you really didn't invest. Or you remember when Kobe was about to get divorced and they was like, if you wasn't in the gym with me, you know what I'm saying? There's on that type of stuff.
Hold on, man. Pastor Rob, I know this your birthday weekend, but you sure you want to go? You sure you want to hang on that limb?
Hey, so the reason why the perception is that men don't stay with cheating women is because if a man came on Facebook talking about how his woman did him dirty, his boys are going to destroy him. Women come on social media and say they got cheated on, and regardless of if she was in the wrong or not, she's gonna get capes, she gonna get flowers, she gonna get people sympathizing for. The dude is a dog. The dude is this. The dude is that. Army. She has no accountability for what she did in the relationship. So if that's the case, take it on the chin like we do and move on. Don't tell nobody. Move on with what you're doing and call it a day. The reason why there's a lot of men who stay with cheating women. Trust me, I know. Don't ask me how I know. There is a lot of men that stay with cheating women. The reason why you don't know it is because there is no incentive for a man to tell the world that he's staying with the woman that cheated on him. The incentive for women to say that she's staying with a man or she stayed with the man and end up leaving him because he cheated on her is because she's going to get caped and she's going to get people that's patting her on the back. And regardless of if she was trash or not, it's going to be the man's fault and he's a dog. That's why. That's why.
Okay. So I'm gonna let somebody give a rebuttal or get it off their chest, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Anybody need to say something?
That's a mental health disorder.
Corey, please bring her back in.
And save us, Corey. Save us.
Get us on the women's side, please, bro. Somebody save us tonight. I don't want this.
Man, Rob came with the heat, bro. But I just want to say, as far as going back to what Crowley said, I didn't say all men leave. I said most men leave, not all. But just like Rob said, that there's no incentive for a man to put that out there. Women, on the other hand, they get.
Why are they saying
what now?
Why are they saying
what?
Yeah,
why who are saying?
Why are the men staying with the cheating women? Let's put that out there.
Yeah, that's
because men love deeper.
No.
Let me say this.
No, Crow, nope. Corey, finish your point.
That-
I got you. Corey.
listen. That can be a lot of different points. That man probably is a lame, like T says a lot, and he probably feel like he can't do no better. So he's going to stick with where
He's addicted to the box.
it's not that in most cases. Some niggas just can't. Some niggas can't bounce back like that. They're invested too
They be
much to the
selfish.
point where they're not. That's what I just said. Some men can't bounce back. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Or some men so used to what they have, they're not willing to lose that.
Corey, can I chime in on that?
Go ahead.
Listen. We are ahead of time, man. So y'all want to get it off your chest, you can get it off your chest, man. I'm letting y'all
So Corey, I think that on the other side of that, I think a lot of men, once that happens, or even if the woman, because a lot of times with women, women are smarter at this thing than we are. They won't physically cheat or even really fully emotionally cheat. They're just trying to send you a warning shot. And I think a lot of times men stay because they realize that, hey, I have been lacking in so many areas. So let me evaluate myself to see what it is that I'm doing or not doing that has led this woman to this place. So I think, a lot of times
I got a rebuttal for that.
That's going to be a whole topic, what emotional cheating is.
Sheila said, and some comments above, she was like, last to fall in, men were last to fall in love, but quick to fall out. So the rebuttal back for that is, for you, that is true, because it take us a minute to fall for whoever we're looking for. We're going to kind of do some evaluation, some assessment in our mind, because we really trying to fall in too. So when we do fall in love, we in love deep. But we are kind of quick to fall out of love faster than the women are because their emotions are involved. And even though we say emotionally involved with that woman, we fall out because we feel like something along the way starts lacking or something starts slipping, whether it was their support, their loyalty, or something, and we don't communicate. So that's when you have the disconnect there.
Okay. All right, for sure. Well, we done beat this over the head. Do anybody else need to say one sentence on this topic? No? Okay, good. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
Closing remarks, man.
I know I got you. Hold on. Who the moderator? I'm the moderator, bro. I know what's going on here, bro.
David Ruffin?
Yeah, I know what's going on. I know we got the closing remarks, man. So look, since Jay Ward wanna jump out the window with it, Jay Ward, what are your closing remarks for tonight, man, on all of our topics?
As far as that hurt from your ex, I think you should definitely figure out where you are, get to a better mental state before you move on to someone else, or at least be honest and upfront. I know we were talking about sampling and things like that. I think you should at least be honest that, hey, I'm just in a sampling phase. So you're not misleading people. I know I did it when I was younger. I definitely misled a whole lot of people, and but now at this point we're all adults now. We're all I think maybe with the exception of E30 plus. So I think we just need to, we're in a different mental state now. We're in a different financial bracket, so we can't act like college age men when it comes to that. As far as the friends with the cheating thing, like I said, I really don't have anything to add to that. I'll just make sure that, I am that voice of reason, but at the end of the day, I am going to support my dude. Hopefully he's not doing anything damaging or reckless, and I will, just be there for him, and hopefully, we can move on past that. And I don't want to be put in a situation to where, that's a decision that I have to make. We talked about multiple but the one that stands out to me is the booing at the NFL games, and the players are starting to realize that they have so much power. The reason why the NBA players can pretty much get whatever they want is because the superstars in the NBA are all black, so they can pretty much dictate whatever they say, because they say we're not playing, then the league stops. In the NFL, most of the superstars are either mixed or white, so because they're quarterbacks and they're not as united. So hopefully it just shows that it was never about Colin Kaepernick kneeling or the flag or anything like that. It's about what Colin Kaepernick was protesting, not how he was protesting. So I think we need to not we need to not get off of their necks when it comes to that. And as far as the men loving deeper, there's no statistics that I can find that proves that. I just know from what I've seen that usually, I've seen a lot of men pretty much be broken when their heart was broken and they couldn't shake back from it. And I think it's because of how deeply they were in love with that particular person. But, I think it's all about carefully vetting whoever it is that you're falling in love with. I like to look at Corey. And, I think Corey crossed every T and dotted every I before he realized who he wanted to be with for the rest of his life. And I think, we all need to really take that time and not be so desperate for love that we fall for anything, but we really go through everything that we need to go through. And, before we move on with that person.
Okay. CJB, what's up? Talk to us.
Say, LB, heavy emphasis on dotted every I and crossed every T.
Oh,
Heavy emphasis on that. But anyway, I feel like trauma from past relationships is real. I mean, personally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting back out there with multiple people when you experience the bad breakup. Just make sure you let it be known that you're not willing to jump into nothing and you're emotionally unavailable. That's pretty much the go-to word you can give during that time. Hey, I'm emotionally unavailable right now. I can't do that. As far as do men stop their friends from cheating, listen, grown people are going to do what they want to do, regardless of what you say about it. As a friend, all I can do is give you the possible repercussions of your decision. But at the end of the day, you're going to do what you feel like you need to do. And sometimes that's we disagree on that. As far as who loves more deeply, I still feel like men love harder. That makes sense, but women love deeply, and that's just based off of what I seen. If you take it back to how we were raised, more than likely as a man, you had a more bond with your mother than you did with your father. But I'm not saying that men don't love deeply. I just feel like if I had to pick, I'd give the edge to women. As far as the hold on, say what now? Y'all know I don't really give a shit about celebrity lives. They got $1 million problems. I'm not in that tax bracket. They can kiss my ass. I ain't in the tax bracket. And that's about it.
All right. E. Talk to the people, E.
Shit, you know me. Shit, I said what I said. Fuck that shit. I don't go back on what I said.
All right.
What y'all niggas talking about?
Yeah, you got a little E, man. Rob, birthday boy.
EBA young boy.
All right, birthday boy. What's up, LB?
That's a good one.
All right, trauma from past relationships is real. I've dealt with it deeply. It takes you a while to get over it. Some of you never get over. You just gotta learn how to deal with it. Go talk to somebody professionally, and have you at least one brother in your corner that you can be open and honest with, and they can give you some positive feedback and be there for you. Do men stop their friends from cheating? You can't stop a grown man or woman from doing anything. I think one of the brothers said, I'm not going to be an alibi. But if you know the group of brothers that you're around, you will feel guilty about being around those brothers and doing some shady, soft stuff. And so that's why a lot of people usually don't say anything. But it's up to you to decide and to monitor yourself and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. But you do have to at least check your brother, if that's your brother. Because some people, you kind of want to stay out of it, but you don't have to blast them. You can pull them to the side and y'all have a real talk and say, I understand what you're doing. You got a good whatever. These are the repercussions, kind of like what Corey said. The hey now topic, like Corey said, man, those $1 billion problems. That's above my tax bracket. For the NFL thing, man, I want people to realize that those fans literally paid money to come into the stands because they knew what was going to happen and boo. How stupid is that? That's just like somebody buying a jersey and then burning it. That's like the dumbest damn thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. So they still giving money to the NFL, but they still booing and not liking. So it's honestly stupid people doing stupid things. Whenever you see anybody doing something for black people, people aren't going to like it. This country is thriving off division. What we have to do is try to stay connected. And do men love more deeply than women? Yes, they do. Period. That's all I got.
All right, Crow. What it do?
Trauma from the past relationships when it comes to a man, yeah, it's real. It's definitely real. It's all about age and real, understanding that hurt, understanding those emotions, and trying to positively work through them. And hopefully you find a way through it. Stopping somebody from cheating, your homie, your family member, your whoever it may be. You can give them sound advice, vice versa, they can give you sound advice. But I think every man in here said it, at the end of the day is on that man, is on that woman. You know what I'm saying? To make that choice. And to be honest, when a lot of people do step out and cheat, they ain't really telling nobody. You know, that's really their secret. A lot of people take cheating to the grave with them. And, you know, them and that person really just know it, to be honest. I now say what? I think Corey basically, that basically, you know me. And I think Corey definitely said it too. Don't give a fuck, but hey, if we gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. I said what I said too, definitely about it. Tory, weak for that shit. Dre wife, man, she wilding for that, but hey, I don't know what happened behind closed doors, so she might have a reason for asking for that amount. When it comes to the NFL, that's a good old boy system that work. Support the players that are playing and fighting to continue to try to make a change. We as fans need to find a way to help them change the system and not support the system. I think somebody said boycott the advertisers, the people who advertise during the games. So we need to find a way to help them as they work to do their part. When it comes to men loving more deeply, I'm gonna say this: men definitely love more deeply. Women kind of find a reason to stay, and I know y'all are fine in saying, "Now I'm independent. I got my own." But if you all go back to your past relationships, my beautiful queens, my ladies, and think about why you truly stay. Because some of y'all at the end, y'all be like, man, I wasted 5 years, 2 years, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, it really wasn't because you was in love. You really just was trying to save face or didn't want to look bad in a way because you invested so much time, so much energy, so much this, that, and the other in this person. And you don't wanna lose face on that. And at the end of the day, like I said, when Sheila said men fall out quickly, we don't kind of care about losing face unless we were married or, you know, something like that. But at the end of the day, a regular relationship, y'all are mad that y'all invested so much energy, so much time, so much emotion. That's why y'all don't want to lose their relationship. It's really not love. It's all about saving face.
Okay, cool. Look, let me get these out, man, because you know I've been moderating tonight, and I know people be looking for my hot takes because I keep it all the way funky as usual. So I'm gonna run through them real quick. As far as trauma in relationships, I believe that a lot of men do have trauma from past relationships, but they just don't want to admit it. Unlike us brothers tonight, you know, we get it off our chest, we vent. So, but it's a lot of people that do not tell the truth, and a lot of men out there hurting a lot of women because of their past trauma. Now, do the men stop other men from cheating? I'm gonna say, yeah. Everybody's talking about, you know, people grown, they gonna do what they want to do, but I do think that your inner circle, because you have associates that's not gonna tell you, they gonna encourage the cheat. They're gonna encourage you to go out and act an ass. But your immediate friends that know you and your relationship, they will at least let you know, like, hey, you probably don't want to do that, bro. Or are you sure? Or they gonna take you home when you too drunk at the strip club. So I do think that men do stop other men from cheating. And as far as loving deeply, of course, men love deeply. They love more deeply than women. I know people always looking at the women and saying that they love deeply, but at the end of the day, I've seen more, and I hate to say this, but I've seen more men kill their spouses over love than women. So I just hate to say that, and I know it don't sound right, but it is what it is. Men, we actually love. It take us a while to love, but when we all in, we are all in. So I just want to thank y'all for coming out to the T show tonight.
What?
Oh, my bad. I want to thank y'all for coming out to Brothers Vent 2. I need everybody to follow our Instagram page, Brothers Vent 2 on Instagram. Follow the Facebook page, and shout out to the Broncos. The season is about to start, and I think that's it. Anybody need to say something to wrap us up?
Virgo season, Virgo gang, all my people that's Virgos out there. Happy birthday to these.
Hey, look,
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, one
Straight
more thing. Make sure y'all tell Swift happy birthday. Make sure he get home safe for Grandma Swift. And we out. So
Man,
thank y'all for tuning in, man. Real talk.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I did it,
Eagles,
y'all.
fly.
I did it.
You still, I think you're still live, T.
You about to crazy.
We still live, T. You gotta end it. You gotta end it.
Baby,